Democratic politicians' job is not to listen to you. Their job is to force things you don't want down your throat at the behest of their corporate and foreign sponsors. Correct. Okay, let me clarify it a little bit. There are different types of people in the Democratic Party. Some of them really are good people. Some of them really are social democrats or progressives or democratic socialists, but they are not in control of the levers of power in the Democratic Party. The levers of power in the Democratic Party are right-wing and corporate warmongers. And this is why I oppose the Democratic Party. However, if it turns out that we can take it over and the people in control are going to become good, I would support that. I'm not stupid. Look at Axios. This is from yesterday. Senate Democrats fracture as Trump considers Iran strike. So in other words, Democrats are supporting this? Who is doing it? Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer decided against sponsoring a separate bill that Bernie Sanders introduced last week, barring funding for military force against Iran. Schumer had sponsored the same legislation in 2020. Weird. Just a few Senate Democrats have publicly backed Senator Tim Kaine's resolution to reassert Congress's authority over war powers. This is Hillary Clinton's VP, and they're leaving him alone. Some Senate Democrats like Sanders and Jack Reed slammed Israel's decision as reckless, but others like Schumer and Senator Jackie Rosen were less critical, affirming first and foremost Israel's right to defend itself. They're attacking, you fucking propagandist liars. They're attacking. They're not defending shit. Arguing Iran can never be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. Behind the scenes, Schumer's position of staying off the Sanders resolution reflects a majority sentiment of the Democratic caucus. And this is my problem with the Democratic Party. They are perfectly supportive of Donald Trump's warmongering. That is not acceptable. And we have got to change. And you can't be vote blue no matter who anymore. It's not viable. 2 Trump terms has got to prove to you that it's not viable. The dysfunction of New York and California has got to prove to you that it's not viable anymore. We need actual change. We need left-wing people in power. We can't do centrism anymore. We can't compromise with them anymore. We have to start a new party. Immediately, we need to force people to make a stand. Just 7 Democrats have signed on to Sanders' proposal. And that's the dirty secret that Democrats don't want you to know. There is only a handful of actually progressive people aligned with the base of this country in the Democratic Party. That's why the Democratic Party has a 27% approval rating and declining. Because people are finally waking up to the fact that it doesn't represent you. Even if you're just a liberal who wants incremental change. Even if all you want is maybe a minimum wage increase. Maybe it's easier to join a union. Maybe I want peace and not war. Maybe I want a public option in healthcare. The Democratic Party is against even that. You don't have a home in American politics.